What's up, YouTube? Too many choices. Been a very interesting and busy couple of days. So, like I said I was gonna do, went and took the FAL out and zeroed the rear sight. She is now zeroed at 100 yards. I didn't get a lot of good footage, but I'll put in one of the targets here somewhere. But it was quite the journey. Also, in that time, finished this P80, which is the dagger upper, but you can't really tell. It's on a green frame now. So I've got another P80 done. Just got to get some uppers made now, but this is more about my girl, the FAL. So very, very interesting time at the range. I get there, start shooting or whatever. Get over to the small side, 25 yards, everything's fine. Shoot 20 rounds, 25 rounds, no issues. I decided to head over to the 100-yard side, and that's when the excitement happened. This is what I got. This round literally exploded in the chamber, sheared off, and stuck inside the chamber, so separated completely. Get that thing tapped out, and then I figure everything's fine. Look her over, locking block looks fine, or locking shoulder looks fine. Nothing in the barrel. The bolt face looks good, and then I fire another round, and this happens. I don't know how well the camera's picking that up, but the same exact issue, separating at the base, cracked open. I brought only 2 mags that day. There's this one, which looked more like this. It blew the bottom of the magazine out. This is the top, this is the bottom. Blew the magazine, follower, and spring out the bottom completely. Did the exact same thing to this mag. This is why I love FALs. Steel mags, I picked up the pieces, beat them back into shape, and this mag now works. It doesn't lock back on an empty bolt, but at least it still holds rounds and will function just like a normal magazine. Can you believe that? So these 2 mags came home with me, took the FAL home, went and got it looked over really quick by a couple of guys at the gun store nearby. They thought the bolt was fine. They thought it was the ammo. I agreed, but didn't realize that when in my haste to zero this thing and get the gas system and all that set up, I threw a bunch of different rounds from way back in the day into a bag and just took them with me, as well as some new manufacturer stuff. That old stuff apparently had some reloads in there that just were either stretched or weren't really good reloads. I'm assuming that the cases had stretched because every reload popped. So I come back the next day, and guess what? Boom. Same thing when I was using the different ammo that I thought was not reloaded, but was some surplus. So all of the surplus ammo that I had left over got tossed just in case, because it's not worth it. So, this magazine popped the next time, and I could not recover the spring and the follower or the base plate, so I need to get some new parts for this one. But all 3 of these magazines exploded. So I was able to salvage this one from the parts that were on the ground and beat it back into shape. I plan to do the same thing to both of these magazines whenever I can find springs, followers, and base plates. But that's just a testament to the FAL. After the second time it blew, which was today, I had a single shot, so it would eject them because I adjusted the gas system the day before when it blew, and now it just was dumping them right where they're supposed to. I used Winchester for that. The Winchester worked 100% flawlessly. So the FAL is fine. I wish I had gotten the explosion on film, because it literally blew the entire magazine and guts out and luckily I had been sitting in a good straddled position, or that would have hit all across my legs. But anyway, took a while. The gas system is adjusted to 5 right now. If I dial it back to 7, it will not function, so I'm going to keep it at 5. But at 100 yards, she is now zeroed, and I'm just waiting for the optic. But what kind of luck is that? That it blew 3 mags open, and that I was able to actually recover parts enough to fix one of them. I might have enough parts for 2. We'll have to see. I think I picked up on some other things that I just couldn't find in my bag. But FAL explodes 3 times in 2 days, and then commences to be zeroed and still works fine. So this firearm will now be only getting Winchester. I have thrown away anything that even looked suspiciously like it was a reload, and the bad thing is that it was head stamped with basically Lake City. So I have a bunch of Lake City stuff, and I wasn't sure which was which, so I had to just toss it all. So all the Lake City firearms ammunition for 308 has been tossed, and I'm starting over collecting more ammo with Lake City. I'm just happy that the damn gun works, and did not bend anything. Bolt is fine, frame is fine, dust cover and all of that held everything inside, and literally it found the weak point, and it was the magazine. Blew everything out the bottom. So guys, be careful when you're out there. Don't use reloaded ammo if you don't know the actual source, and double check your brass for stretching. So FAL zeroed. I'll get an actual range day now that I know that she's working and fine, and everybody be safe. Deuce.